Hello, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rachel. I own and operate Turn of the Century Antiques, which is the doll shop we are sitting in, and I am the creator of Virtual Doll Convention, which is a wonderful place for doll collectors to come and enjoy everything there is about doll collecting and have a safe place to enjoy your hobby and to have fun with other people and connect and buy stuff and just enjoy everything that we do. So that's what we do here. We do a lot of things here, but one of the things that I am very excited about that is coming up is what we're going to talk about in this video. So I am spilling the tea. We're in our little nook over here, which is one of my favorite little places here in the doll shop, honestly. We film a lot in here because it's very cozy. It's by the window. It has our wallpaper and our painting and a lot of our very favorite dolls. These lamps are ones that my mother purchased, which we absolutely love, and they're so pretty. So it's just the perfect spot to film and to chat. So I am really happy to see you right now and to talk because it's been a while since we have done this, and we have a lot of really exciting things that are coming up in the doll community and for us to talk about that's coming up in October. So cheers. I'd love you to take a moment to let me know where you're tuning in from, what you're up to, how you're doing. One of my favorite things is always connecting with you in the comments. So where do we begin? Well, let's begin out of the gate before we talk about anything else is what is coming up in October. So in October, the Virtual Doll Convention and our shop here is hosting one of our Virtual Doll Convention events, which is going to be so much fun. And recently I had the opportunity to travel to London. I went with Alicia Carver and it was so much fun. And I went initially to go to the Taylor Swift concert, which was so fun. First of all, I have to show you, I don't know if it'll show up, but here's my jeans. Here, hopefully you can see them here, that are just covered in rhinestones. They really catch light really well. I'm wearing them today just to have fun because right now they are my favorite jeans. They're just covered in rhinestones, but they're my Taylor Swift jeans. So I bought them for this concert, and I just feel rare, sparkly and fancy in them, and it's here. I even have silver shoes on today. Kind of fun. So we went to London for the Taylor Swift concert. We actually went 2 nights in a row to Taylor Swift. The tickets to Taylor Swift were much less. They were about half on the secondary market. We didn't get them through Ticketmaster for their face value. We had to buy them from resellers, but they were still about half doing that than they are in the United States. And I happen to have a lot of airline miles, so I used my airline miles to go, and we stayed in the cutest little B&B, and we enjoyed Taylor Swift for 2 whole nights in London, and we got to do so many wonderful things. But the biggest wonderful thing that we got to do was we got to visit Carol Cameron, who is the vice president of UFDC, the United Federation of Doll Clubs, who is an educator that is so wonderful and giving and knows so much. And she is just so wonderful to be around. She is such an asset to doll collectors worldwide, especially UFDC. And it was just a thrill to visit her in her London home and to see her incredible collection. Now, she was kind enough to let us film 7 different programs on her collection. I had hoped for 2 or 3 programs, and we got 7. Now, the programs are not 45 minutes in length and go super in depth. They're not master classes, but you get to see some incredible examples and hear from Carol herself in her wonderful accent. It's actually a Scottish accent, I believe, but her and her husband David were just so lovely, and their home felt like out of a storybook. Now, I'm not going to post pictures of all that. It's her private home, but she was gracious enough to let us into her doll rooms and to film. I took a couple of notes because I wanted to talk about the programs that are coming, but it's all antique dolls. It's all antique dolls that we filmed with Carol Cameron. So this changes things a lot for the Virtual Doll Convention programming. We always try to bring in a little something for everyone, but over the last several years, what I have been able to do and what I have been able to accomplish and film while being pregnant, while being newly postpartum, while pumping milk 3 times a day, 24 hours a day for 13 months. I had to pump to get the milk, and then I fed it to Holland because she didn't get it quite enough when she was breastfeeding. Anyway, this is life. It's not TMI because this is actually what was going on in my life, and I share so much of my life. So I'm just sharing with you everything that went on. So, and while this was going on, of course, postpartum, I was postpartum. And so you're reclaiming your life. You're trying to do everything. And during all of this, I brought my baby to work with me full time for 13 months before she started at her wonderful school that has been so helpful. She has learned so much. It's been such a blessing for her. And during all of this, we still put out virtual doll conventions. We still did our subscription boxes. We did major doll launches. We did all of these things. And sometimes I look back, and when I think, Rachel, you could have done more or whatever, I stop myself in an instant and I say, no, you've done a lot. But traveling to London at that time in my life over the last, Holland Diane will be 3 in November, that was out of the question for me. Not out of the question, but when you have a baby and you're breastfeeding, I wasn't going to fly to another country, and it wasn't an option for that moment in my life. But now that Holland Diane is older and her wonderful father, they do so well, I was able to have this opportunity. So to be able to film these incredible programs with Carol Cameron in London is an amazing thing. It really is. We got a program that Alicia Carver is an incredible artist along with her husband, Charles Carver, and they have their Carver dolls, which are wonderful recreations of antique wooden dolls, a lot from Queen Elizabeth's realm. And she and her husband make incredible dolls. She is also an antique doll dealer, but she knows a lot about wooden dolls. And so they did a program together on continental wooden dolls. We got a program on Carol's Roamers and her Hurets. We got a program on her American cloth dolls. We have a program on her Build Lily collection, on one of her incredible dollhouses that is an armoire that has been transformed into a dollhouse. We got another interview with Carol and Alicia on Carol's dolls that she has bought from the Carvers, so her Carver Corner. We got a wooden doll tour, so different wooden dolls that are in Carol's collection. That might be all 7. But what an opportunity. This is going to be so good. And all of this is going to happen during our Doll Discovery Month in October, powered by Virtual Doll Convention. All of the programming is going to be streamed public, so it's not going to be held in a private group, but we are passing around our tip jar and for our registration. So you can register for as little as $5 contribution. The money goes straight to the editing, the doll shop, the running of the place that we do here. The editors is one of our biggest expenses. We spend several $1,000s editing the content for any of our events, and we also do honorariums. We do so much. So anything that you can offset a little bit that would be so helpful to us, thank you so much. And for as little as $5, you're going to be getting so many wonderful programs. Each program is worth way more than that. So to have the experience to travel to London with me, to go to Carol Cameron's home to see her collection is worth it. So you can give us a tip in our virtual tip jar, which is an increment that you choose from $5 to $25. And again, all of that money goes straight to the orchestration and the cost of the event. Every time you see a printable or a download or anything like that, those are created by people who are paid well for their wonderful talents. Sometimes when we send out subscription boxes and it has 5 or 6 different downloads and printables in there, that took somebody a lot of time. That took an artist a lot of time to do that. And our artists are paid. And so anyway, I know that you know that I am running a business here. I cannot do this for free, but I don't want you to feel pressured either. So I would be doing this regardless. I'm trying to think the reason why I can is because that we are doing our business, and I am so thankful to you. Most of everyone watching right now is probably a current customer or has been a customer in the past and has contributed to the movement that is Virtual Doll Convention, and there's no way I could be doing this. Doing YouTube is an expensive hobby. You don't have to pay to have a YouTube account, but to have either you got to have the time yourself to do all of the editing or hire an editor, which we have 2 editors, sometimes 3 editors when we're really doing this stuff, but it all costs money. And so thank you so much for helping us along in that journey to be able to create this wonderful content that we can put out into the world that lasts and puts an imprint into the doll community. People watch our videos from years and years and years ago, and sometimes they're just discovering us and they get to have that experience and have that opportunity. So thank you. The tip jar is currently live on the Virtual Doll Convention website right now. And when you give us your tip, you will get an automation that gives you the schedule. So that is something special for registered people. It has a schedule of the date and times of the videos that are going to be happening. And then you will also get emails from us throughout the month to keep you on track and share with you what's going on. You'll get your digital downloads and your fun things that we're going to put out. And you're contributing to somebody doing something in the doll community to help create more awareness and more love for the dolls. So we are all banding together to do this, and your participation really, really, really does mean everything. In addition to the wonderful programs that we got with Alicia Carver and Carol Cameron in London, in just a couple of weeks, I am again hopping on an airplane because I have the opportunity in my life to do this right now. Now's the time that I can do this. I'm going to go visit Susan Dossiter in California, and we are going to film more content for you. It has been a couple of years since we've had a program with Susan Dossiter, who is an incredible collector. She does so much for the doll community. She recently did a program at UFDC. She's an amazing person, an incredible collector, and her collection is and she tells the best stories. So we're going to go visit Susan and get another program for you for our Doll Discovery Month. So isn't that just such good news? I cannot wait. I am also going to visit another wonderful collector while I'm in California. We have some wonderful things that are in the works right now that I know you're going to love. So we're going to be putting out about, I don't know, it always turns into more. We have a craft video. We have several other videos. We're doing something on Barbie. I like to under-promise and over-deliver. So we have a lot of programs that are coming up for this, but just the new content that is coming, I am so excited about, and I know that you are too. Now, let's talk dolls. We got some, I'm going to be spilling the tea on the dolls. So if you're a Tonner collector, fashion doll collector, you like Halloween, fasten your seatbelt. Let's just take a moment. Okay, and get ready for this. Are you ready for this? So when you register for Doll Discovery Month, you will also be registered for TonnerFest. So TonnerFest is also happening during the month of October. And so we are going to have Tonner programming. We are going to have a lot of things for sale from Robert Tonner and from the Virtual Doll Convention for Robert Tonner and his dolls. And the main dolls that we are going to be offering are Ella and Wild, Nema, and clothing. And we have clothing for all of the dolls. For all of our Grace fans, don't worry. We are working so hard behind the scenes. I am investing so much money into Grace's new season of clothing, which is beyond. It is beyond. But right now we do not have any Grace dolls. Her little sister Ann Fitzpatrick, we have ordered some basic dolls with red hair that are going to be coming sometime next year. Oh my gosh. And we also have, okay, so let's spill the tea. We're going to spill the tea. Today, Christopher took photos of our doll that we are doing with Helen Kish that is going to be coming in December. But I don't want to get off in the weeds. Let's talk about what's going on in October. But we are very excited about that. We have an exclusive and a new sculpt with Helen, and we just got the sample today. So when we see the sample and they're going into production, it means it's going to happen soon. But for October, we have some really cool things. Now, for Halloween, we have so many dolls coming. I can't even, we're actually not even going to be storing them here at the doll shop because they won't fit. We have that many dolls, and this is a very large shop. But for TonnerFest, we're putting out our Tonner programming, but then we are also having an in-person Tonner event on the 18th and 19th of October. So the 18th is a Friday night spooky soiree here at the doll shop. And then on the 19th, we're having a themed luncheon. The luncheon is actually going to take place at our pottery studio, which is on the same block as the doll shop. So you're going to have to walk 20 feet to our new place, which you're going to love seeing anyway. And it is a beautiful, huge space that we are renovating that is perfect for an event. We're going to go all out and decorate it, and it is going to be catered with a wonderful buffet, and it's going to be so nice. And so we're going to be doing programs. We have several special guests that are coming to this, and we would love for you to be there. So the spaces are limited. There is a reservation. You can register for that on our website right now. The cost of it is $100, which barely covers the food for Saturday. So you're getting a very good deal for that, because you're getting your Friday night soiree, you're getting swag, and then you are also getting the Elowen size brocade travel bags that we have, which are super cool. So, and more surprises. And you can doll shop and hang out with us. Hang out with us at the doll shop and come to our haunted mansion. We're trying to create a haunted mansion, basically, over at the over there, when we can find the time, right? So we're doing everything that we're doing, but then we're also creating haunted mansions and doing all that. But it's fun. We're in our prime. Christopher is already getting ready to start all that decorating. We're just working around the clock. So, but we would love for you to be there. If you have any questions about it, let us know. There's a lot of hotels in the area, many of them very affordable. Ubers are a great way to get around. And then there's a lot of Airbnbs that are just right real close to the doll shop. And there's a lot of really wonderful things to do in Denver. So Robert called me on a Wednesday to talk about his new doll. And it's not just one new doll. It is an Elowen Wild. It's an Elowen Wild Wednesday. And there is another Elowen Wild wearing another Wednesday costume. There are two Nemas wearing Wednesday costumes. And then we have, and I hope all of this comes at once for the delivery, because I'm telling you about it right now. And all of the registered attendees of our event will have first information about all of this. You will have first crack at buying the dolls. You will have the first opportunity for all of that. So in addition to the programming for your contribution in the tip jar, you also have VIP access to all of this information before anyone else ever finds out about it. We have basic dolls, Elowen and Nema, with inset eyes coming. I know. It's so exciting. It's so exciting. Inset eyes. I haven't even seen them yet. Robert said they looked great. So I said, okay, obviously Robert's in charge. He knows what to do. I don't have any part of that, but I'm really excited to see them. I want to see what they look like. We haven't had inset eye dolls in, how long has it been? I have no clue. I've never offered inset eye dolls in my career with Robert, and it had to have been way before that. So I just don't even know. So we have inset eye dolls and 4 dressed dolls. Don't get too stressed out. I'm telling you this now so that you can prepare, but don't feel pressure to buy everything. If you can buy everything, good for you. Please do. I am a fan of buying everything if you can. But if you can't and you just want to be there and enjoy the content, great. If you want to buy one doll, great. Or one whatever, great. What I'm saying is we're offering a lot. Okay, so there's a lot of wonderful things to purchase, which as doll collectors, that's one of our favorite things to do. We like to learn, we like to have fun with our doll friends, and we like to buy stuff. I love buying stuff. And one of the biggest problems we have here half the time is that we don't have everything that everybody wants all the time. We try really, really hard. We try, but I know that you like to buy stuff, which is why we have so many dolls coming that they won't even fit inside the shop. They're going to be at a secret location. Can you believe this? Can you believe this? This is wild. It's wild. So we have a lot of, it's just very exciting. I think about it all the time. Sometimes I just can't even, I go for a lot of walks to kind of help me calm down and to get my head around things and to think about things, but it's a lot to plan. But luckily there's a lot of really good companies out there that can help with things. So we're very excited. So there's a lot to purchase and a lot to enjoy for doll collecting. Now, Robert's favorite holiday, as far as I know, I've never actually asked him, but just from his dolls and his conventions and things, we know that one of his favorite holidays is Halloween. Elowen Wild's birthday and all of her friends' birthday is on Halloween. So Halloween is, especially if you're a Robert Tonner fan and you're a doll fan, we all really like Halloween, right? It's just such a fun holiday. But I feel like this is what we've been training for. So right now, in September, we're getting our juices ready. Okay. We're building up strength because October is going to be off the charts, off the charts. So I would really love to share every single moment with you of what we're doing. And so please register for our Doll Discovery Month plus TonnerFest, which is it's going to be happening the same month. It's not going to feel crazy because you're going to have a schedule and there'll be something happening every day or every other day, which is really fun. It's a lot more relaxed that way. In the past, we would do 12 programs in a day, and it was just so overproduced in a way that it was exhausting. It was like running a marathon for the day. And this is a much better way to consume the content because it's a program that you can watch later if you can't catch it at the time that it's streamed, or you can watch it at the time that it's streamed and comment and with other people, that's one of my favorite things. And you can enjoy it and just know when you come home or when you're done with lunch that there's a new program for me and I get to enjoy that. So thank you so much for contributing and getting ready and revved up for Doll Discovery Month. Like I said, for this one, there is literally something for everyone. Now, if you're a staunch collector of something that we're not doing a program about, it's not personal. We do programming based on what I can accomplish with the people in my world that I can work together with to create content. Back when I used to put a lot of pressure on myself to come up with content that I didn't know anything about, or that I didn't have those examples, or I didn't have that, it put so much pressure on me that it almost made me just want to quit. And once I took that pressure off myself and I said, Rachel, you're going to go out there and proudly show and put out what you can do with the talented people that are in your life right now, what you can do. And that's what I've always done. And once I took that pressure off and I just started putting out what I can do, and I let the haters hate and I don't even listen to them. And there aren't very many of you haters, but there are some. There's some everywhere, because when you're out there slaying dragons, there's going to be people out there that are sitting there telling you, poking at you. But you know what? We don't care, because we're doing such good things. Such good things. And so many of you have been such incredible supporters and so loving to us and our company and our brand. And the fact that I can sit here in front of you today and do this and have an editor to edit this, to create more and to do more, is a direct result of the hard work that we have done and the way that you have supported us in doing that. So thank you so much. It's been such an incredible journey. And in a lot of ways, you have seen me grow up right in front of you. So many of you have been with me through the things that I have been through and the transitions that I have made over the years and the decisions that I have done and all of the happy and sad and all of the things. We have been with it and through it together. And we are truly better together as a doll community because of it. I know that none of us have it easy. And the fact that we can share and be together and understand with each other is so good. And then when we have these wonderful moments where we can just escape into these worlds and enjoy our dolls and be without the troubles of sometimes that is happening, is such a beautiful thing. So I am very blessed. I am very blessed to have you. I am very excited for what is to come with our Doll Discovery Month and TonnerFest. If we see you online, great. If you're going to be coming to Denver, Colorado, book your flights, and we'll see everybody very soon online and in person. Make sure to check out the Virtual Doll Convention schedule, because that's where we post a lot of the things that are happening. The Doll Discovery Month and TonnerFest will have its own schedule, but the overall stuff of what we're doing with with Virtual Doll Convention, we do have a permanent schedule on our calendar so you can stay up on it. Sometimes if you're not looking at the schedule, it just seems like we're just doing all these things, which we are. We are doing all of these things. There's so much happening all the time. If you look at the schedule, it helps clarify what's going on and what we're doing. So I love you very much. I'd like to know what you are excited about. We have lots of programming that I didn't even talk about. We have dolls that I didn't even talk about. We have our Sibley's dolls. Oh my goodness. There's so much. This isn't the only video about TonnerFest and the Doll Discovery Month, but this is the one that I'm doing right now while we're in the back shipping like crazy. And I wanted to just sit down and have a heart-to-heart with you and chat with you about it. But gosh, just the other day, we unboxed the Sibley's dolls that just arrived from Ruby Red Galleria, and those are going to be available during Doll Discovery Month too. And that is such an amazingly made, beautiful doll that is such a good deal. They are so affordable, I feel like, for what what you get. And Diana Vining, it's her first doll that she has designed for Virtual Doll Convention in collaboration with Ruby Red Galleria. So we've got a lot going on, and it's all going to be on the schedule. You won't miss it as long as you read and make sure to stay on track with us. We'll stay on track with each other, but it's going to be great. So we have antique content, vintage content, modern content. We have so much content that you're going to enjoy, whether you're into that certain doll or not. My goal with Virtual Doll Convention programming is that no matter what you collect and what you enjoy, you'll still enjoy the programs because we make them fun. We make them fun and accessible, and no matter what we're talking about, we make it so it's very enjoyable and fun to listen to and watch. So we will see you there. We will see you there. Thank you for throwing a little bit in our tip jar. I appreciate that very much. I am not shy to say that those tips help us tremendously with the orchestration and costs of doing this. And they take off a lot of pressure from us. So thank you so much. And we will see you very, very, very soon. I'd love to know what I said in this video that is exciting to you, that you're wondering about, that took you by surprise. There's a lot to be happening. So thank you so much for joining me today, and we'll see you very soon. Bye.